Hey, how we doing? Welcome to Geeks and Gamers Play. And over the last few days, there's been this discussion around reports of Assassin's Creed Black Flag potentially getting a remake. I'm not too convinced on this personally because the source is Kotaku, the bottom of the barrel of gaming journalism, well, mainstream gaming journalism at least. But of all the games that Ubisoft could potentially be remaking, this has not been asked for. This game's 10 years old. There's a lot older games that I think people would prefer to be remade, such as maybe the original Ghost Recon, for example. And I think even of all the Assassin's Creed games, this is probably the one that people don't really care that gets remastered or remade or whatnot. I think people might actually prefer the first Assassin's Creed. So with all that said, I'm not entirely convinced on this, and especially we just had Ubisoft Forward, which is their version of Nintendo Direct. And they had no mention of this. The only Assassin's Creed stuff they showed was, I believe it was the mobile game and their new mainline game, which for the most part, people were pretty excited for. It looked like it was a more back to basics apart from the whole teleporting like Nightcrawler, fuck knows what's up with that. So anyway, a modernized version of the fan favorite game is said to be in early development. Ubisoft has started a development on remake of the popular Assassin's Creed entry Black Flag. So this is according to Kotaku sources, so probably means jack shit. Who claim that the remake of the 2013 cross-gen PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 game is currently in its earliest stages and will not be complete for at least a few years. I'm still not convinced personally. A team at Ubisoft Singapore, one of the studios that worked on Black Flag specifically for its boating gameplay, will reportedly be heavily involved in helping to modernize the game. That's a bit of a red flag right there. Maybe I should call this game Red Flag. So publisher Ubisoft is currently doubling down on its biggest franchise. This year, Assassin's Creed Mirage, one of the 6 upcoming Assassin's Creed games discussed during Ubisoft Product Showcase last year. So the next flagship series entry after Mirage are codenamed Red and Hex, I believe is how it's pronounced, and will be released as part of the new Assassin's Creed Infinity franchise hub. Red, which is being made by Assassin's Creed Odyssey studio Ubisoft Quebec, has the same creative director and is set in feudal Japan. I can't help but feel like Ghost of Tsushima kind of forced their hand to do that, even though that game's a couple years old. So it'll be followed by Ubisoft Montreal's Hex, which is reportedly revolves around witch trials during the later stages of the Holy Roman Empire. Ubisoft is also working on a standalone Assassin's Creed game, the China-set mobile game Assassin's Creed codenamed Jade, and another mobile series entry with Netflix. I totally forgot about the Netflix thing. That's going to be a fucking disaster. So considering the main source of this is Kotaku, and there was no mention of this at Ubisoft Forward, I don't believe this is true. Who knows? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and we'll have to see. But as of now, I'm not entirely convinced. But you tell me if you believe this. Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe to Geeks and Gamers Play and check out geeksandgamers.com. And I'll see you all in the next video.